While much of the world's focus is on Russia, China is quietly advancing into Bhutan in a slow, methodical way. The Chinese Communist Party's CCP interest in Bhutan is hardly a new development, and China is unapologetic about its actions. They've been constructing roads and military infrastructure on land that doesn't belong to them, as these images clearly show. At the current pace, it wouldn't be surprising to wake up one day and find Bhutan annexed by China. This is troubling news for India, as Bhutan is located near the strategic Indian land corridor known as the Chicken Neck, a thin strip of land connecting mainland India to its northeastern states. China is well aware of the vulnerability this poses to India and aims to bring its military presence as close as possible to this critical area. India has previously dispatched troops to Bhutan and is now prepared to engage in conflict with China. In today's discussion, we'll explore the historical roots of this border dispute, China's gradual encroachment tactics, how India gets entangled in this situation, and why an armed conflict may be looming if the current tensions persist. First, a brief public service announcement. Videos discussing the CCP's shortcomings often attract negative comments from bots, part of a CCP strategy to suppress information they find damaging. Your likes can help counter this, allowing us to share these important videos without censorship, so please consider hitting the like button. It takes just a second and costs nothing. In the 21st century, territorial expansion can be achieved in two ways: the Russian method or the Chinese approach. While Russia might opt for an all-out large-scale invasion, China has chosen a more discreet yet equally dangerous strategy. We've seen this play out in the South China Sea, where China incrementally builds artificial islands and seizes disputed territories until, one day, vast areas are under their control. This calculated approach avoids provoking a major international conflict. Now the same slow, aggressive tactics are being applied in Bhutan, where China is quietly moving troops into the country and constructing roads, housing, and military facilities. These encroachments on Bhutanese land lead to diplomatic clashes over border issues, but make no mistake, this is an invasion, regardless of how subtly it's done. To fully understand how we got here, we need to look back at history. The seeds of this conflict were planted in the early 20th century, when borders in the Himalayan region were often ambiguous. The British, who controlled India at the time, tried to delineate these borders, but left many areas, particularly in the mountainous regions where Bhutan is situated, vague and undefined.